which would be Adam Calhoun. Let's talk about Adam Calhoun, guys. Apparently, he going hard with this country thing. Yay! What am I supposed to say to that? He like wants to really go hard with it. Okay. I more so like his aggressive rap, but at the same time, I am tired of him complaining about not getting to do the music that he wants to do. So I'm actually happy for him, right? I want him to actually go and do whatever music makes him happy. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to like stick to just aggressive rap because he feels like that's the only thing that works. Especially if it's going to make him just angry and aggressive and just day to day in real life. Probably not the best decision. Probably not the best decision to keep on doing the smack rap. That's what I call it, because he says how he gonna smack you like 1,000 times on it, right? Just in like every single track. I digress. How much you want to bet he does it in his country music too? I digress. I put out his first country song. It was ass. It was not good, man. It was like maybe, what did I give it, a 5? 5.5 maybe, right? It would have been better if he like sung it from the gut. Like if he actually like sung it. Like if he was really like a country singer, or he had more like advice on how to do it. Maybe from Upchurch, or, maybe he could have contacted Jelly Roll. You never know, right? Like, hey man, how can I make this, hit different? Who knows? You give your opinion. I did react to it. I seen someone ask me like, when are you going to react to it? Y'all late. Y'all late as hell. I probably didn't put the full reaction of it on my BXB Spray Extra channel, but that's probably on my BXB Spray React channel more than likely. The BXB Spray Extra channel probably has me reacting and talking about it though. So check that out. But let's take a look at what he has to say. He's going to be mad. I'm telling, at one point, I didn't even watch this. I know he going to just at one point lift his octaves. Like he going to lift the levels. It's going to go up here, decibels. Going to go up here. It's going to be like right here. It's going to go up there to prove how tough he is. Whatever. And I heard the country album that's supposed to come out. Is it supposed to come out this week in a few days? I heard it's like connected to the whole bull riding incident. Was that marketing? Was you getting your ass whooped by a bull marketing? That's some bull-ish, if that's what, what? I digress, man. Let's actually pull this up if we can, so we can actually, see what he has to say. No more speculation. I'm high. Speculation, man. Stop hating on me. Don't do that to me. All right, here you go.
Hi, friends, guys. Listen, real quick, please listen. Before I start this video, I have a brand new album dropping this Friday. It is called Second Rodeo. Guys, I got a new music video dropping this Friday. Also, I will leave the...
His first rodeo was recently, too. Let me see if I can fix the screen for y'all. His first rodeo was recently. That was your first one where you got dog walked by that bull. And you already going on your second pimp? Okay. So it was a marketing scheme. It was 100% a marketing scheme, and you failed because the bull wasn't supposed to whip you out like that. Or did you let it whip you out? Like, was that the plan? Was to let the bull do you dirty like that? You crazy. Maybe I'm crazy for even thinking it. I don't know. Sound like your style, though. Sound like your swag, if I'm just being honest.
The link in the comments so you can pre-order it. Please pre-order the album Second Rodeo. And if you cannot afford to, I understand. I don't love you any less. This album will be available everywhere. You can listen to it for free, stream it, whatever you want to do. Okay, let's...
Yeah, this definitely has the Tom McDonald influence over it. Yeah, except for the Tom McDonald version would have been like 60 seconds or less. Or maybe a cry live stream. One of the two.
Let's start the video. As long is I am living. You will never put me in a box of how you want me to be. And this is why. My name is Adam Bradley Calhoun. I was born in Palos, Illinois. Until I was 8 years old, I lived in a trailer. And not a nice double wide trailer, one of those old ass single wide aluminum with the pink, greenish, weird colored shutters. That's not a flex. I'm just telling you
I love the fact that he's like going in with this life story now that a country album about to come out. I grew up in a town with the small car where we had paint on the door, and I had to talk like Matthew McConaughey because I couldn't convey my point without sounding like Matthew McConaughey. Sometimes the middle of the sun shines brightest on the day when you come from the east. I don't know what Matthew McConaughey be saying. It just be sounding cool because of the accent, man. I really liked them in the Gentleman movie. It's like one of my favorite. Anyway.
My life. When I got a little older, we moved into like a middle lower class neighborhood suburb, and there was no father in the house. We were raised by my mom. I had my brothers and my sister. We didn't have much, but we got by. From the age of 7 years old till I graduated high school, I spent every single summer of my life with my grandfather, Leonard Calhoun. Rest in peace.
Where was this at?
I love you. In
the
Kentucky.
Country?
My whole family.
Only if someone could have predicted this marketing plan. If only someone said weeks ago, like, oh, he's going to start explaining his country and how he had this lineage that we never really spoke about. It's comedy at this point, man.
That's from Pikeville, Kentucky. Lick Fork, Pikeville, Kentucky. Shout out. I love you guys. My grandfather taught me how to shoot my first rifle.
I'm going to put out a country album. They're like, hey, man, ain't you from the Bronx? Now, listen here. Now, I reckon, do your research. My grandmother is actually from South Carolina. And I went down there and I learned within the non-existent times when I went to her farm that existed before I was even alive. I played the guitar. That sounds stupid. It sounds dumb. It sounds like whether you used hip hop or you're using country, you weren't being yourself. That's all I'm saying. If this was really in you, if it was like in your heart, you probably would have been doing both. Would have been doing both consistently. It wouldn't have been my first country. And that would have been years ago. You would have been putting out country songs forever ago. It seems like you're just jumping on the trend. Beyonce just put out a country album. Huh? I think Chloe Bailey just put out a country song. Right. A whole lot of people going country. Huh? It's almost as if there's like a resurgence. Right. Wait, you don't think? It's kind of like when hip hop had like this big wave and a bunch of people started saying like how into hip hop they was. A bunch of people started doing like hip hop records and then switched over back to country right after hip hop wasn't trending anymore. Post Malone, that's just no shade. I ain't hear him on a hip hop track in a hot minute. My man was dropping hip hop. And then it was just like, nah, we ain't doing that no more. Just, it's not a trend anymore. Remember when Miley Cyrus had a whole hip hop album? No one even remember that. That's crazy. Whole hip hop producer produced the entire thing? Nope. Because hip hop wasn't as like hidden as it was during that time period. So she went back to country. No wonder you're not seeing a trend at all. Adam Calhoun going to country is genuine is what you think. Okay, it's not because it's a dip in hip hop. All right, never mind. It's a rise in country right now. No, he's not trying to capitalize off that like his mentor Tom McDonald told him. I wonder if Tom McDonald gonna come out with some more country songs.
Shoot a bow, fish, go camping in the middle of the woods. I'd be coming up them woods with a pocket full of birch bark and ticks all over me.
Country
He'd take his old knife out and pick them fuckers out of me. No, am I trying to out country you? No. When I was chasing down my rap dream, I lived in the hood. I lived in the south side of Chicago. When I left the house and I was chasing down my rap dream, I lived in the worst neighborhood in Chicago. Am I trying to out hood you, out street you? No, I'm just trying to tell you my life. And most people that have heard my story and listened and have been here for the longest, they know most of
the chat saying he want a deal like how Jelly Roll got a deal. Hey, I ain't gonna say that's not a possibility. I'm keeping it real. That might be their goal. You never know.
I get way more love than hate. Sometimes I focus on the hate, but I will say this: you are not going to tell me what kind of fucking music I can make or not make. You're from Chicago. You can't make country. No, I'm not from Chicago. I've lived in the hoods of Chicago. I've lived in a trailer. I've spent so much time with my grandfather.
So you was from Chicago when it was cool to say for your hip hop songs. Now you country. Now you was in Kentucky. Okay. No, I'm telling you, fam, if you want to paint me out to be the bad guy because I'm pointing out the obvious, then so be it. But I'm not going to kiss his behind just because I enjoy some of his music. No. For some reason, like a lot of the fans that be on YouTube think that's how it's supposed to go for reactors. Like, oh, you're supposed to kiss his behind and everything's supposed to be good. I even had someone tell me that you're not supposed to talk about the stuff that you don't like. Word. Well, gosh, I would love to live in Flanders Town from The Simpsons. I would love that everyone was diddly. Just we all was just sweet and just happy. No, sometimes something sucks, and it's okay to say that. Like, what's the problem?
As the biggest influence on me in my entire life. I've lived in the suburbs, and to this day, I live in New Lenox, Illinois, right around the same area that I grew up in. My whole life growing up, when I started rapping, Eminem wasn't Eminem yet. So because I was white, I was told I couldn't rap because I'm white. My whole life, people have been telling me that I can't do shit.
Right, you keep saying hood.
Shit.
What
you
hood?
Can't do that. You're never gonna make it.
What hood exactly? He was in the hood. What hood, man? Say some actual hoods. Like what hood was you actually in? Like for real. He seemed like he was just being quiet everywhere. And then now that he's like famous or something, now he wants to throw that out there in the mix.
Hey,
that's what it seemed like.
I made it. Now I made it and people are telling me I can't do this, I can't do that. Shut the fuck up. How about that? If you are too scared to chase your dreams, then you're gonna have to watch me chase mine. The people that want you to fail, the people that tell you that you can't do the shit that you dream of, those are the same people that hate their lives and they're too scared to go fucking do it or they can't do it themselves. Hell yeah, I made a country album. That's part of me. That's part in me. I ain't trying to out.
What? Yo, Adam. You're like 45 right now, maybe 50. You're getting close to 50. If it was in you, why is it your first time? That makes no sense. Like none. I don't even want to inject with my music stuff, but man, I love R&B. I have R&B songs. Even before I knew how to sing. Right? Luckily for me, I'm way better. But I was always putting influence of it in my stuff. I didn't hear any country influence in none of that gangster rap you was doing, boy. I ain't hear none of that, boy. So it sounds like cap to me, but that just sounds like to me. It's convenient for you to be from certain places whenever the genre of music you're doing changes. This sounds like a grift.
Country anybody, but damn, it's just part of me. You go 30 minutes out of any major city in this country and you want to know where you're at? In the motherfucking country. Thank you, God, and thank you all for changing my life and my profession, because in my profession, I've had the opportunity to go to every single state in this country. I am parts of the hood. I am parts of the country. I am parts of the suburbs. And I am parts...
You everything when it's, when it fits you. This dude's an opportunist. He's Tom McDonald. He is Tom. I'm from Canada. I'm from America. I grew up in the hood, the streets. I lived in the streets. Didn't Tom say that exact same thing a few weeks ago during a live stream? When I grew up in the ghetto. when I grew up in the ghetto, I swear, I got a clip of it. Watch one of my videos, man. And I was in the ghetto, the streets. Man, shut up. If you prefer, or not prefer, if you refer to it as that, there's a chance that you capping.
Of the trailer park. You ain't gonna tell me my life. This is my story. I'm always gonna stand 10 toes down, and I will always speak for a large group of people that don't have a voice. Ain't no box, motherfucker. I'm American. I do this for y'all. I love y'all.
Man, get your ass back in your box. You gonna be in your box and you gonna like it. I'm joking, of course. I do think that he should do country if that's what he wants. But if someone tells you that you suck at it currently, then it is what it is. At least that one song. The album could be fire. I haven't heard it yet. But that one song was not where I think he probably wanted it to be. It didn't sound the way that he thinks it sounds, at least not to me, right? I just don't think that was a good look. But if he wants to do country, do country. It just sucked. People were allowed to give their opinions, bro. And also, we can call out the fact that it's a marketing strategy. What, you think I'm supposed to ignore that? Why? No, man. I ain't ignoring nothing. If you got a problem with that, kiss my black ass. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And tell me what your opinion is. Share the video. Tell me how much you hate me down in the comments. Well, this is the last time I'm watching your video. I don't read the comments anyway, so cry to your heart's content multiple times about how it's your last time. Lame ass.